She's already so strong. Look, she's sitting and running. You've gotten strong, haven't you, Deviska?
I feel like I'm really bad at driving the car. Basically, this is how I drive the car, just like this. One of the rods basically broke off.
I look bad too. We have a week.
But that's why.
Because we're being watched on total control, surveillance.
Basically, as an operator, I would just grab with the bucket and pull it back behind me, and I pulled everything out that way. And I'm going to haul this sand mound over to our plot. These are compensating little bottles, basically, to keep our pool from swelling.
Let's see how this turns out. Let's go. Right now, my kids and I, these big ones, are going to go for a walk over there. I'm leading 3 of them with one hand. Well, let's see. The worst behaved one is Doctor. He's always walking ahead, he's pushing me.
That's how we're walking.
We haven't gotten rid of the branches yet because it's still warm outside. Actually, no, Morozov, maybe it was 0 once. We're waiting for it to get colder.
Here you go.
Of course, there's a pool here in 2 spots. It runs out fast, just enough for today.
They can gnaw on the aspens, yes.
She's so strong now. Look, she's running off again. You've gotten strong, Deyuska. Wow, did you see that? Look, like a healthy child. A healthy child is called absolutely healthy. Let's go outside and be afraid of the sound of the tractor, shall we? Come on out, I'm about to start cleaning up. Subtitles by Dimitar Zok. Subtitles by Dimitar Zok.
Subtitles by Dima Torzok. Subtitles by Dima Torzok.
Now,
We're going to dump the sand.
Cathedrals.
the Queen looks really rough. And the girls? Where were you all anyway? Were you at the sauna last night or what?
What are you doing? Yeah.
Damn!
The linoleum worked very well.
I like everything. Automatic waterers. I put the feeder on top, just so. I don't know why, but they still fly in there. Our lighting starts at 5 o'clock right now. It works from 5 to 9:30. It's still too early to turn on the heating.
Well, maybe we won't.
We probably need to bring some hay again. It seems like there's not enough space for the eggs again. Look, we just collected them again recently. I need to go get a basket now and collect the eggs, because if there are too many eggs, when the hens lay, they can accidentally break the eggs with their feet. The new layers have already started laying such interesting colors, but it's, well, just like that. There are still some small eggs. Someone else has also started laying. I don't know who. There are also some blue ones, and there are green ones too. So there's a blue egg and a green one. That's the difference. Still didn't get it, but here... See, they're different colors.
Through the streets of yeah, that's it.
Lisichki potatoes. Minced meat, my own chicken? Sasha needs a haircut, otherwise, it's kind of, yeah.
I look bad, yeah, I do.
Yeah, I see something bad too. We've had a bad week. They don't know I put it there for them, but for some reason they didn't figure it out. Noddy, I figured it out immediately. Eat, yes. It's tasty how nice it is from the feeder. Wonderful.
Dear friends, we had a small test today. Well, I'm already getting a bit of skill. Last time I messed everything up here. Now damn, I ran out of gas. I think you'll definitely see how I continue. But for now, I wanted to mention a few things. I need to go get some gas and then do some more work, but probably not today. It gets dark quickly here now. Here's what I got. Take a look. I finally cleaned up the last sludge. Right now, because we're busy with the child and traveling, like going to Kazan, we've been visiting kindergartens, private kindergartens, back and forth, picking up documents here, handing them over there. In short, it's just, in a word, a mess. So we haven't had time to clean up here. Once again, we've got a mess piling up, horse manure and so on. Manure! And today I worked a bit with the loader again, but at least I learned how to level things out. I tore everything up again and leveled it all. After using the loader, everything went well. I wanted to film it, but I couldn't. It started raining and I was afraid to leave my phone out in the rain. Basically, I just grabbed with the loader bucket and pulled it back behind me. That's how I dragged everything out over there. And it's pretty even here. I couldn't clear this spot without a shovel, but I did clear the main area evenly and nicely. It's all pretty nice. Now I need to remove this slush here as well. This part already has some straw mixed in. You can see from last time that I cleaned everything here, but there's still some left closer to the feeder. There are little piles here. But in general I liked it. Everything seems pretty good. And now the exit here is wide. I drive through perfectly. I don't hit anything, so everything is great. Everything is good. I even checked the bucket lift. I climbed through our 1.8 meter high fence through the fence. I threw the sand over here, tossed a little sand, but again, we need to bring in more sand. Over there we have a sand pile, so I'll be digging in it and bringing it over here. Also, I've already started leveling the road here because I drive the loader here. We had bumps here and it was very unpleasant to drive over them, but the loader has started to level them out. Plus, this pit still needs to be rolled so that there's a proper area for entry here as well. I'm also preparing a passage here for wide vehicles because it was very narrow here before. Now I'm going to throw this over here, let it settle here. I'm going to pile all this sand and everything mixed in over here, and that way I'll widen the road here, so heavy trucks will be able to drive in. Here I need to throw about 1.5 meters of sand, and over there, I don't know if you can see it or not, I already started. There's a similar bump at the entrance you must drive around, making trucks hesitant to enter. This bump should also be removed. So this sand mound here, I'm going to take it out to our plot. Even where the hay is, right here, all the carts, we had a ravine here and we filled this whole ravine with this slurry. And that's all I can say. There's no such mess here, all in one place with the horses. Everything here is well packed down. Even in bad weather like today, when it's raining, everything stays solid and good. Here. The loader has driven through here several times. Everything is pretty good, that's all. So we keep testing further. I want to work with the boom a bit, do some digging. Someone was worried about the boom, that it's not rotatable. It is rotatable. It can swing to the side easily. So the loaders don't have to move back every time to dump the soil. It digs just fine. The loader stays in place and dumps to the side. I'll show you that in the future when I start working with the boom. Many people have asked about the pool. Now I'm going to prepare it for winterization for the winter season. What needs to be done? It's being poured in. Water. About half, maybe not almost, but probably exactly half. Almost half of the water is left so that it keeps its structure because of the water. The water drains to about 10-6 inches from the blin, as it's called, and spins from this opening. What is it called? The water is drained to 6 inches below this white opening. And here, for about 1 cubic meter, 1 5-liter container with sand is added. A little less than half of the container is filled with sand or gravel, and it's spread evenly throughout the pool so it doesn't pile up in one spot. So the water freezes, and in this way they compensate for the ice compression so that the ice doesn't break through, so to speak, the pool frame. Not just break through, but also avoid denting it. I'll also remove the pump and the filter now. If they freeze, they'll fill up with snow. Basically, there could be a whole pile of snow here, and that's nothing to worry about anymore. All these guides, these railings, so to speak, they can handle all of this. It's already a tested pool. Bye time. V, everything is ready. Look, I filled the pool, our pool, with bottles and poured sand and gravel mix inside. And that's how they're scattered around. I even have a 20-liter barrel somewhere. I threw that in there too. And that's it. I think it won't hurt to have a little extra here. That way these little bottles will act as compensation, basically, to keep our pool from swelling. When it gets colder, I freeze them, since the wind will probably blow them into a pile. When it gets colder, I'll either tie them all together with a rope or just spread them out, and they'll freeze in place. Something like that, that's all. Now, we don't have to worry about the pool. We can leave it like this now, let it rest until next season. Next season, we'll swim again.
So you saw the road that we usually take there or back? Of course, to some people it might seem like it takes too long. Very often people tell us like there's a child in Asia, there's no store there. Guys, we like everything. Our child started kindergarten.
Yes, everything's great.
We have a lot of questions.
They ask a lot about the kindergarten.
Yes?
They ask, in general.
All the news is on our Telegram channel. We always leave a link. That's where we communicate every day. About the garden.
We can't say anything good?
Yes, for now. We'll announce once all issues are resolved. Something good?
Yes,
I don't want to say anything bad.
I want to say that nothing goes smoothly. Everything is messed up as usual. I don't know why, but that's just how everything is. We're still figuring this out. And as soon as things settle down for us, as soon as we make a decision, once things return to normal, we'll tell you everything.
Because
We are being watched. Total control, surveillance. Well, we're just joking, of course. It's just that everyone is watching us. And is the question already that bad? Basically, that's it. In short,
now we eat at lunch and then at dinner. The nutritionist said it helps with stress and fights nerves.
sauerkraut, horses. It's essential in order to grow normally and to be adequate, basically. By the way, just like for children, I think, you need to meet your basic needs. The basic needs of horses are nearly constant turnout, always outside in fresh air. Why? They have huge lungs, they have a huge heart, seriously, and many liters of blood. To stay healthy, such a large animal must constantly receive oxygen. And if an animal with such large lungs is constantly kept indoors, which is usually, of course, a building that... With mold, of course, it's inevitable. No chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, no emphysema, no kinds of pneumonia. And being out in the fresh air helps prevent this. The second basic need is communication, of course, with your own kind. Often, of course, horses can get used to living alone, or they can live with sheep or goats. That happens too. But naturally, nothing is better than communicating with their own herd, that is, with other horses. And of course, feeding. These are their basic needs. She is outside all the time. She can hide under the roof. I really want her to make friends so we can leave her overnight. They basically already get along well, but I'm afraid that at night they might do something to her while we're sleeping. And I'm still kind of afraid of injuries for now. Other than that, their basic needs are always met. We always have hay. If not hay, then straw. That means it should just be there 24 hours a day, so the horse is always chewing on something. Water is also, of course, absolutely necessary. When a horse is always eating something, if it is left without water, digestive problems naturally start as well. We take this away, we throw this out, that's it. She ate from here for a long time now.
She's become more or less okay now. It's
Possible.
to throw it away. And here is the feeder.
My sheep are standing, but I can't let the horses out like I do the sheep. In summer they graze on a rope, but now just walk freely. No, of course not, I can't. First of all, it's not safe for people. If I had sheep, I'd let them out too, honestly, because they follow the cows, they just walk calmly like this around the houses. I have no idea what sheep can do. They can only go into someone else's garden, but here I think everyone is already used to it.
Sure.
And horses, they won't just go into someone else's garden, they'll end up hurting someone. Now the horses can walk around here freely. Definitely 2 feeders, because otherwise they won't let each other finish eating, they won't be able to eat properly. This way, of course, they'll run from one feeder to another, but overall it'll be fine. This hay, by the way, they all eat it at home, but here, is it out of greed or something? Here they eat these alfalfa sticks. Everything is great for them. Initially, they ate all the flowers, leaves, and soft parts. The new shoots, of course, they don't really want to eat these sticks, but when they're hungry, it seems like they do. In general, it's fine. When they're hungry, they eat everything. I'll leave the horses here and go out alone. Can you imagine how much they'll bite everything if they can chew so easily? I don't think Day has ever done that. But they've already quickly trained her. She got all dirty. My horses aren't like that because they're a different color, but she's white, she's always rolling around, and you can see everything on her. They've already taught her. She walks around, nibbles, and eats branches. Maybe she doesn't understand why, but the older horses do it. So she just automatically repeats it. She just walks around eating tasty bark. For horses, it's very beneficial, not just as a form of entertainment. Because if they get bored, they start swallowing air, they start rocking, they develop mental disorders, neurological issues, which directly affect their health. That's it. And when they're entertained with something, not just eating hay but chewing on something, it gives them some variety. This way they also grind down their teeth naturally because their front teeth, their incisors get worn down very well. So because these wooden, or rather because the wood fibers are tougher, they wear down not only their incisors but also their molars. Later on, you see, she eats the wood and then chews it, and that's how they
Wear down absolutely all their teeth?
In their arcade, Dea has already learned and also nibbles with her little teeth and eats. Besides sharpening their teeth, besides entertainment, and for them it's also like socializing in the herd.
That is, even though they're...
There aren't many of them. They already have a certain bond with each other, and spending time together only has a positive effect on their relationships with each other.
How can't we get to the kindergarten? They're always knocking either here or there. So today we set out for the kindergarten, drove along our gravel road, and I feel like I'm having a really hard time controlling the car. Basically, the car is swerving like this. Just, damn, I'm thinking, what's going on? I got out to take a look and noticed this problem. One of the rods basically broke off. I've already unscrewed it. Here it is. It's a long rod. You can see it broke off right here. So it's just hanging loose, and one wheel, well, it doesn't hold the wheel at all, but this rod is what keeps this wheel in place. And in the end, the car started swaying because this rod was missing. Well, thank God it came loose now. That's how it is. I replaced the previous rods myself too. This rod. I asked something at the workshop. They said everything's fine. These bushings are still okay. Basically, they won't crack and everything's fine. But the metal itself, you see, couldn't handle it. I already have a whole set purchased. Thank God the last one left is exactly this rod, the one that broke on its own. I should have replaced everything immediately without listening to others. I have a special rod. Reinforced, really strong. We'll install it now and that's it. Thank God all the problems will be solved at this stage. I replaced it. The new black one is in place. Thank God everything went smoothly. I replaced it quickly. The bolts came out easily and quickly. Everything's great. Everything's perfect. I've already driven it, tried it out, took it for a spin. Everything's back to normal.
I'm recording this video for you. After the reboot in Dolgi Stairs, I went to visit someone.
Of course, I couldn't film everything that was happening there because there were so many unbelievable workshops, so many different ones. Meditations, there was a women's circle only for girls. A lot of different psychological things, really interesting ones. We were busy from morning till evening, so that's the whole course. It starts with a horseback ride for me, and then everyone goes to Dolgaya Staritsa to see Irina, the hostess Irina, and Dima. I've just never been there before, and this time they took me with them. I really liked it, of course. Honestly, I'm all wrinkled because I spent a long time in the sauna. After the sauna, I often get migraines. I need to keep that under control. It was a mild episode, of course, but I need to learn how to handle it. I need to learn how to go to the sauna properly because I absolutely can't sit there or steam for too long. So it started, actually we didn't stay in the sauna for long. So let me list what we did. First we rode horses, then we drove through the forest, and then, well, we did various psychological practices, held tea parties in the forest and a gazebo, then went paddleboarding. But I didn't go because I'm afraid of water. The water is cold right now. Then we ate, had lunch, and then...
What do we have?
we had practice again. Then we went to the sauna. There, besides just the sauna sitting there steaming with oak and birch branches. Irina also did a lavender and mountain mint steam session. That is, when they hang these herbs, they get steamed or doused with hot water, and the whole sauna is filled with the scent of lavender and mountain mint. You just sit and breathe it in. After that, there were also different practices, meditations, basically everything that is very useful for girls. I also really needed this kind of relief. I let go of everything I could, well, most of it. And there was also a massage, there was also a course on Rebozo, if I'm saying it right, a massage basically, yeah. I really liked it. I would like to go again, especially in warm weather, but now it was, well, cold outside and still it was very interesting. Of course, I really liked it. I got really tired though. It's a different kind of tiredness. For example, if I go to work today and fill out forms, that's one type of tiredness. But yesterday it was like a real reset, a kind of relaxation just for women. No kids, relaxing music, the sauna, all that. We went here and there, did this and that, all of us girls together. I really enjoyed it, yeah. If anyone wants something like this, to unwind from the city, come visit me, help out with our horses, because when you ride our horses, you're helping to support their livelihood. Because all the money that the horses and I earn for them goes only towards their upkeep, because of course taking care of horses is a whole separate expense. It's not very cheap, that's it. And then you'll go to relax in the taiga deeper in. We also kind of live in the taiga, but we're still much closer to the city. That's what makes the place we went to yesterday special. It's so quiet there. There's absolutely no one. No mushroom pickers, no city people, no one. The neighbors there are all hiding too, but people do live there. See, I couldn't film everything, first of all, of course, because of other people's privacy. I wasn't there alone. Of course, I can't film people when they're in a relaxed state. That's their personal life, so I just don't film like that. That's it. People want to relax and unwind too, but when the camera turns on, it's completely different. People feel different no matter what. I still need to pick raspberries.
Prune them.
That's how we pick them together. This is black chokeberry and this is viburnum. I'll try to dry them. Today the sun is shining as if it's another Indian summer. It's time to prune the raspberries. See? And it's still giving berries. Now we'll pick them and dry the berries too. This is for tea. Look at all the berries. My subscribers suggested this. Because it's a shame they don't ripen. Well, I've picked this much so far, but let's keep it for tea. And now let's try to dry this together. This year the remontant raspberries gave more berries than the regular raspberries. The regular ones probably just need more time. For example, this is regular raspberry, yes? And the remontant one is just covered in berries. And it's been like that for quite a while already. And I planted both this one and that one last year. So they bore a little fruit apparently. These are from last year. And these ones, it turns out, didn't bear fruit. So you don't need to prune them. This is regular raspberry. But this leaf, it didn't bear fruit. So you don't need to prune it. But with the remontant variety, you need to cut everything down to the ground, if I understand correctly. Here I have currant, but there wasn't a single berry on it. The currant is called Augusta or Augustine. There are plenty of buds on it though. But there weren't any berries on it at all. Apparently, everything will be next year. Sasha came up to me. Sorry, I'm busy with gardening here, and he just... How many meters is the greenhouse? I don't know anything.
Then you have to redo it. Yeah, you...
You told me to make it as big as possible, but now you say 6 meters.
So I came to you and asked, what length do you need? You told me, I don't know. Who is the greenhouse for? For you?
I don't remember or know anything. Let's eat lunch, then decide. I'll check our chat to see what we wrote. Okay? And here I came to check on the mint. Honestly, I thought it was already done for, but look, there are all kinds of fresh ones here. Should I pick some for tea too? Sasha, look how many fresh sprigs there are. Bring that basket over here. I go pick some for tea. I'll pick some mint now then.
These raspberries need to be pruned soon. Yeah.
But there are plenty of berries there. I don't really want to right now.
Like this. Apparently this year again the winter won't be very harsh, even though everyone keeps promising it will be. Where hasn't it snowed yet? It's generally sunny, warm and wonderful. I'm walking around in a sweater. Here, look, I put some straw down. I even have oats growing here. I picked them for the chickens. See, I put down straw and the oats started growing. But I'm not worried about it because oats only sprout this year. Next year they won't come up. And the strawberries, I already told you, they live here on their own. I gave them everything they need. The rights will grow if they do. If not, that's just how it is. We planted chrysanthemums. We still need to cover them up. This is just regular mint from Megastroy. Nothing special, you know, nothing serious. But there are all sorts of chocolate and citrus varieties. Please write in the comments which ones you like. I will definitely read them and pick the tastiest mint to plant in the spring. We're doing great. This batch will go into the freezer and these ones we're going to dry right now. I really want to plant potatoes, but Sasha just doesn't want to. He doesn't like it. So we use ropes. The whole garden is covered in ropes. I dream of a beautiful little fence, but I don't know when that will happen. Here. I want to plant potatoes, but Sasha disagrees. But here, you know, I'm also into all sorts of things. Bloggers give all kinds of advice. You're not the only one watching me. I watch bloggers too. And basically, they plant potatoes on cardboard. Well, it's like a type of farming that's easy to manage, that sort of thing. I want to try it myself. So I won't bother Sasha. He won't dig anything for me, for the potatoes, that's it. I'll just plant them on cardboard, cover everything with straw and manure, and we'll see what happens together. And I watched another blogger. She actually planted potatoes, bought the cheapest ones at Magnet for 20 rubles, some half-dead ones, divided them into several pieces, and planted the pot with the eye. You know, that's it. She grew huge potatoes there without even buying a special variety. That's how it is.
So we'll give it a try.
What do bloggers recommend?
That's how it is.
The first one is ready. And here's the second one already. Now I'm going to arrange these berries like this. Let's see how this turns out. I didn't throw them away either because the berries are so plump. It's already getting late and... The artificial light is on and so is this one. This is mint. I added some raspberries. You need to rustle them like this so you can use them for tea later. So in the next video already... Oh, now it's good. I got 2 bags. I'll freeze this. The main rule is, when you put it in the freezer, you need to shake it like this so it doesn't all stick together in a lump. My hands are all dirty. So guys, if this is your first time doing this, keep in mind you should probably wear gloves, for those who are really worried. Well, I'm not that worried. If you wash with soap, everything will be fine tomorrow. In the next video, we'll see how it turned out. We'll have some tea. I wish you a good evening, a good day. I wish everyone health and happiness. Everything was good for everyone.
That's all.
See you on the Telegram channel, in the VKontakte group, or in the next video. That's all. Kisses to everyone. Bye.